Damn it. Oh, I hadn't forgotten in like 3 days. Okay, thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for clicking the little bell. Let's just jump right in, shall we? Now, yesterday's video, the one of Evan Rachel Wood where she's self-harming, that one, let's go into some comments about that because that's very interesting. I want you to hear this comment. I think, excuse me, sorry. I think Amber Heard wanted to be Evan, but it didn't work because Evan was a much better, or is a much better actress. That right there. Let's think about something. What would have happened in the Amber Heard trial if she never had that acting, that fake crying, the horrible acting that we all saw? What would have happened? You think that a lot more people would have believed her? That's a crazy, crazy fucking thought to think that. And I think it's true. I definitely do think that. I definitely do think that had she not had her horrible acting, that there would have been plenty of people to be like, well, I mean, you saw her on the stand. She was really crying and there were so many tears. And oh my God, I just felt so bad for her because she looked like she was reliving her trauma. But instead we got... So the real question is, let's say the trial for Marilyn Manson, it goes public and, thankfully we'll get a public trial, which I don't think we do. But let's say it does, hypothetically. Do you think that the fact that Evan Rachel Wood is so much of a better actress than Amber Heard, do you think that there's a possibility that people are going to believe her? That's a crazy, crazy thought. Because I do believe personally that Amber Heard on the stand is truly what fucked her. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do the audios, go tell the world, Johnny, tell the world you're a victim of domestic violence, a man. I mean, people were hearing those audios, but you have to remember a lot were still saying, oh, they abused each other in all those audios. They were toxic to each other in all those audios. So do you think that if maybe she wouldn't have been such a horrible actress, then maybe she would have even won? That's a crazy fucking thought. So then, like I said, hypothetically, if there's a trial for Marilyn Manson and Evan Rachel Wood gets on the fucking stand and she's so much of a better actress than Amber is, what do you think could happen? That's an insane, insane thought. So let's check this next one from Mama Bear 3188. How does that make sense? And it's about 2 years in my abusive relationship, blah blah blah, self-harm. When my abuser would have threatened or attacked me, I cut my wrist as a way to disarm him. So she's saying, how does that make sense? It doesn't. But you have to understand, that's the point. That's the point. It's not about making sense. It's just about believing her. Because she's a woman. That's all it is. That's literally all it is. Because when you think about it, when you really, really, truly think about it, we've already established that three of these women, Bianco, Wood, and Ilma Gore. Well, Ilma Gore is not technically an accuser, but she definitely broke federal law. We've already established that 3 of these women are lying pieces of shit. And one of them, 2 of them are federal felons, federal criminals. That's what they are. So do you think that, that doesn't make sense? It doesn't need to make sense. They don't care if it makes sense. They don't give a fuck. All they care about is, just like all the women on Twitter are saying, believe them because they're women. Believe. You have to believe. Oh, you have to believe. Bro, I'm not going to believe a fucking word those women say. And I could say the B word because that's what they are, but I'm more considerate about my fans. And I want people to understand that. When you send me the emails and you say, oh, Andrew, you said, see right there, I'm sorry, I guess I'll cut it out. Or, oh, Andrew, you're saying, the vulgar language towards women and stuff like that. Like, I listen to these things. I read all of my emails. I read all of the comments. And when it comes to the people that watch my show, I want to be that way for them because they're the ones that matter. You think the people that come around these comments and they say a bunch of stupid shit just because they want to be fucking haters because I'm putting the person they support in the ground, you think I listen to them? No. No. Like one woman told me about the R word, because her son is special. So that one, to me, that hit me. It's like, okay, she's one of my favorite fans. I'm not going to say that word anymore ever because of her. I did that for her. And you do things for the fans because these are the people that watch you. Like I said with Eve Barlow, dude, how are you going to tell women that are supposed to be feminists and they're supposed to support you? How are you going to tell women that they're jealous of Amber Heard because of her strength and beauty? Bro, those women are also feminists. You realize that. You realize that, don't you? No, they don't realize that. Because with women like Eve Barlow and women like Amber Heard, it's not about what is being said. It's simply about agreeing. And if you don't agree, then I can shit on you. Even if you're a woman. That's what it is. So let's move on. Now the Forrest Gump lightning round segment is still doing numbers. We're at 250,000 views, and we got some more comments from that one as well. So check this out. And here we go. We're just going to run through these because they're basically all the same thing. Do you remember Jenny's childhood and her father? Y'all villainize beautiful women but never think of the child abuse they may go through. And the next one. Y'all do realize that Jenny was being sexually assaulted by her father, right? Next one. Jenny was damaged from her childhood. Next one. They did her wrong because she got abused and then died. Basically caused her to have a bad story because that's not something you can overcome. Like what? And then is that the next one? Okay, here's another one. Jenny had a lot of trauma. Her life was sad, broken, and not easy. It wasn't a hoe phase. Forrest had a lot of support. Dude, he had Lieutenant Dan. That's it. That's all he fucking had. What are you talking about? As good people around Jenny did not. Oh my God. Is that the last one? Okay, another one. In her defense, she went through trauma that turned her into the person she became. Is there another one? Okay. Oh, and here's the last one, the best one. A whole movie showing a girl's story and trauma, and still a man doesn't have understanding nor compassion. Bro, let me tell you what this is. And I have now just created this. This is called the Amber Heard effect. That's what this is called. Because what the Amber Heard effect is, it's the way that women will defend a horrible person, a horrible, horrible, horrible person, simply because she's a woman. So I think it's very, very easy to see. The Venn diagram of people that defended Amber Heard and people that defended Jenny from Forrest Gump, it's a circle because it's the same exact thing. The same exact people. And I can guarantee you all these people with these comments that I just listed, all of them, they're the mutual abuse. They were toxic to each other. That's that crowd right there. That's what I mean. The Venn diagram is a circle. I'm telling you. So I'm going to literally create this new thing. It's called the Amber Heard effect. And what that is when people like this will simply defend a horrible individual, horrible, simply because she's a woman. That is the Amber Heard effect. And you just saw it right there. Okay, next one. This is actually a really good one. I'm not going to make fun of this person. All there is to learn from Forrest Gump is work on yourself, boss up, and stop chasing her. Now, I think that comment right there also has to do a little bit with Johnny Depp because the dude never, like I know that he had his childhood trauma with his mother, but the guy never stopped chasing that woman. He never stopped giving her the benefit of the doubt. And we can all see that by now. You see? So like it says, stop chasing her, boss up and stop chasing her. Dude, one thing I've always told my friends and men that are out there listening, one thing I've always said is go out with women that like you, that actually like you. Okay? They don't like you because you have a nice car, or they don't like you because you go to the gym all the time, or they don't like you because you have a great job. No, they like you because they like you. So that means that if you were to lose everything in your life, if you were to go bankrupt, if you were to go broke, if you were to lose your car, you lose your job, you lose everything, and it's only you left, and you have to pick yourself up off the ground, that woman is still going to be there because she actually likes you. You see, and that's the problem with someone like Johnny Depp. He's a great man, amazing dude, but it's obvious the judgment that he had when it came to Amber Heard is the fact that she just has an amazing body and a gorgeous face, even though she's a horrible, horrible fucking person. So when it comes to something like this person is absolutely correct. Let's see, where is it? Hold on. There it is. And it's the last one. That's the last comment that I had brought up. All there is to learn from Forrest Gump is work on yourself, boss up, and stop chasing her. And it's so true. Bro, go out with women that like you. Don't chase a girl. Don't chase the girl at work because she wears those little skirts and you think she's hot. Bro, that chick's probably banged half the dudes in HR. Okay, why? No, oh, well, she's so hot, man. She wears those skirts and they go around her ass perfectly, and I just love the way she looks at the office. Yeah, so does every other dude. So that means she's going to choose any fucking guy for what he's got and what he can provide. Go out with a woman that actually digs you, and you won't have to worry about it because she's into you. So now look at this YouTube comment, staying with some comments. This is from the same video, the one about Evan Rachel Wood. Now look at this. This freaked me out. I'm so glad you see these problems too. These accusers are conspirators. They're connected by the carbon copy stories, Pinterest supplied injuries, and the messages that show they were planning it. And the fact all this started when he was really happy. Evan couldn't stand it, so she got her friends together and made this master plan. Oh, and fake an FBI letter. This right here just blew my fucking mind. And you can see what I told him. I said, wait. Are you saying they did all of this because Marilyn Manson was going to get married to his new girlfriend? And the person, I don't have the thing here, but I'll post it there and you can see it now. I don't have their reply, but I told them to email me. And they're like, yeah. If you want to know more, I can let you know more. And I was like, yeah, email me. I'm down. Dude, so let's break this down right here. Number one, Amber Heard did all this to Johnny Depp because he was going to evict her from the penthouse, remember? Okay, and now apparently it comes to be that Evan Rachel Wood only started all this bullshit because Marilyn Manson had a new girlfriend, and apparently he's married now, yes, and he's in a happy relationship. They really love each other. I've seen photos of them two together. I'll see if I can find some and post them. They look really, really happy together. And it makes so much sense now. Everything that this has to do with is jealousy. Everything. It makes so much sense, dude. So basically, that probably means that Evan Rachel Wood found out that Marilyn Manson was going to get married. And she was like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to allow that. He's not just going to go on and live with this woman and be happy married. I mean, they were engaged too. So I think that's an easy motive to see. It's so fucking crazy. And really, it's Occam's razor. The simplest idea is the reason, what it comes down to. And it's so easy to see something like that. It really, really is. So yesterday, we're going to go into a few TikToks right here. Yesterday, I was watching the movie Four Christmases with Reese Witherspoon and Vince Vaughn. Okay, now there's a part in that movie where Reese Witherspoon gets her sister's baby, and then the sister's baby throws up on her, right? And then you see Vince Vaughn, and he's hardcore gagging. He's about to throw up, right? And it got me remembering these videos I used to see. These are old too. These videos are real old. And I used to see them and they're fucking hilarious. So I want you to tell me in the comments, if you reacted the exact same way, okay? So I'm not gonna like, you know, I'm not gonna let it go. So let's just start it. Watch. You ready? Now.
Stop it.
I just rubbed all over my mouth. Ew.
Great.
Baker.
Okay, that was one. Okay, here's the next one.
I think that'll work.
Stop. Stop.
Okay, and here's the last one.
Hey, Laura.
I'm not doing this again.
Great outfit. How was your
I'm not
meeting?
doing this again. It's good and I have another one, so don't start.
Well, I hope you don't puke out in your outfit when I do
Not
this.
doing this again. I'm not doing this again.
There- oh,
I can't do that. I can't. I cannot.
You seem to be doing it.
Oh my gosh, stop. Oh my gosh, stop.
One more. One more for the kids.
No, turn
One
it
more.
off. Turn it off.
Okay, I'm all red. Oh. Okay, so let me know in the comments if you're one of those people, and like when you hear someone fake gag, and then you start gagging too. I don't know why, it's so hilarious to me. It's so fucking hilarious. I did have one friend when I was younger, and he's like that, and we used to do that every once in a while. We'd be like, and then he would be like, "Bro, stop." Oh man, it's just little things like that. It's little things like that. So we're gonna go back to a comment. This was this was on the video of the, what was it? The Esme Bianco one. I went blank for a second there. So and then they put, first, Esme looks uncomfortable in those pictures unless she was just camera shy. Cute dress. Yeah, she does have a hot ass dress on. Okay, so this is the picture they're talking about. Right now, I understand what this person is saying, the Lisa Lair. I understand what Lisa is saying. I understand. She's like, but at the same time, this is why I have to disagree, and this is why I wanted to do this segment. Because look at this one. This is the same exact photo. These are, I mean, I think these are paparazzi photos. And look at her face. Does she look uncomfortable there? Like, does he look, oh, he's grabbing her. Like, no. You know, does she look uncomfortable there? No, she has a nice little smile on. She's giving a little smile. And then look at the next one. See, now that's what we're talking about. Does she look uncomfortable there? Not really. She looks like she's got a fart or something. You know. And then there it is again. Does she look uncomfortable there? You want me to tell you what I think this is and why she has her face like that? Because it's a face thing, like a wrinkles thing. Like, you know, like when I smile and I get these wrinkles right here. Okay. A lot of these women, they don't want wrinkles on their face, so they keep their faces very, very still and very tight. Like, they don't do that. They don't want that. They don't do that. They don't want that. You know, they don't want the laugh lines. They don't want all the line. Like, you see, I have this line right here. Like, they don't want that stuff on their face because they want to look like a very tight face. And really, hold on, let's zoom into her face. She doesn't even look like she's wearing like cake and shit. She looks like she's really minimal right there. You know? So I think when this person says, hold on, the Lisa Lair person, when she says Esme looks uncomfortable in those pictures, I don't think it's uncomfortable. I don't think it has anything to do with Marilyn Manson. I think it's just simply that she doesn't want to like smile so that way there's no line. She doesn't want to like move her face. And a lot of women do that. I believe that's like a model thing, right? That's like what models do because they don't want wrinkles on their face. So now let's go into a little bit of movie news. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I fucking love this movie. I love, well, the originals. Okay, that's why I wanted to talk about this. Netflix is reportedly looking to order up 2 Texas Chainsaw Massacre sequels. Netflix ruins everything. Okay, I'm sorry. But Netflix ruins fucking everything. I'm not down for that because you're not going to have some kind of horror that's better than Matthew McConaughey in part 2. You're not going to have it. It's not going to happen unless you're going to get Matthew McConaughey to come to a Netflix movie. Which, I say it like that, like it ain't shit. No. Netflix movies are a lot, but I don't know if they're going to get Matthew McConaughey to choke what is that? He has like a knife to a woman's neck. Yeah. I don't know if they're going to do that because then they'll cancel him for that. That's from part 2. But look at this one. Look at this still. This is from the very, very original 1979, bro. Look at that photo. Imagine if you were sitting at that table and then you zoom in right there. I'm getting chills right now looking at that photo. I'm getting fucking chills right now, dude. That's some scary fucking shit, man. That is fucking terrifying. Terror. And then look, what is that, like a gimp, right? Isn't that what that dude was? Or he was dead or something? Like, oh my God. That's terrifying. So then you go back to the Netflix thing. Netflix reportedly looking to order up 2 Texas Chainsaw Massacres. You know what? Fine. If they're going to do it, I know that Netflix isn't going to hear this, but just don't ruin the movie, please. Don't ruin it. And I know we're going to have to say a little political talk. Don't make it woke. Please don't make it woke. Okay? Because the one thing I will say is the very recent Halloween movie, the Michael Myers movie, it was really, really good. Really good. I saw the whole thing. I even paid to watch it. It was really good. And then they killed the gay dudes, and all the people on Twitter like, how could you kill gay men? Ugh. Like, dude, it's not about that. Nobody fucking cares. It's not about woke shit. It's about making the movie good. It's about making the movie fucking good. So now, sticking with movies. Now, I'm only doing this for one reason right now, what I'm about to do. Because people gave me shit about doing the Forrest Gump review. They were saying, well, he's talking about a movie that's from 1995, and well, what is he doing? Like, that movie's so old. Well, you want to know what I'm going to do today? You want me to tell you what I'm going to do today? I'm going to do A League of Their Own. Okay? I'm going to do another 90s movie. So if you want to talk shit in the comments, go ahead. Go ahead. Because this is from 1992. So this is even more old than Forrest Gump. Now, A League of Their Own. There's one thing I love about this movie, and it's not about a woman empowerment. Because let's make one thing clear. That movie is not woke. That movie has nothing to do with female empowerment. That's a great fucking movie. A classic. A classic. And why is it a classic? Because, this isn't the only reason. Because, of course, Tom Hanks, his famous, all the famous antics he does in it. But because it's about women doing something amazing. Real. Something real that's amazing. And you never had one time in this movie where they do the bullshit that they do now. Oh, they don't need no man. They don't need no, bro, all of those women were married. All of their husbands were off at the war. So then I remember when I talked about this one time on Twitter and everybody was commenting, well, that movie's all about female empowerment. How, dude? They're all married. Every single one of those women are married. And literally the only reason they're going to play baseball is because they have husbands that aren't there anymore. They're off to war. So what is this movie about? It's about showing women doing something amazing. It's about showing the power that they have in their sport. This isn't about, oh, we don't need no man, or, oh, like those movies now, like all the new feminist movies now, dude. Oh my God, they're so bad. They're so bad. There was one recently, I believe it was called 355, bombed at the box office, piece of shit. Another one. Dude, I could get into these women movies from like the last 5 years. All of them suck. All of them. So let me ask you a question. Why is it that this one doesn't? Why isn't, and and I'm going to have to put a disclaimer because I know there's going to be women in the comments when I put this on TikTok and they're going to say, that movie was all about female empowerment. It was nothing but female empowerment. No, it wasn't. No, it was not at all. Those women were strong for what they were doing because they were playing baseball. And by the way, I'm sorry, WNBA, I'm sorry, but there's probably a lot more people that would want to watch girls play baseball than girls play basketball. Sorry. Because there's plenty of scenes in that movie where women are doing amazing shit playing baseball. Real. It's not like one female actress going up against 6 fucking dudes, Russian assassins, and then she beats their ass. No, dude. No. And you want to know what? Even women don't like that shit when Hollywood panders like that and they make some unbelievable bullshit movie. You know, and I could go off on all of them. I could go off on the Ghostbusters. I could go off on Ocean's 8. I could go off on, what was that other one? Blonde something. I could go off on Red Sparrow. I could go off on all of them. And you want to know why? Because they suck. It has nothing to do with the fact that it's a woman movie. Because this woman movie is actually not a woman movie. It's a movie about women. So you know what needs to happen? Hollywood. Maybe you need to stop making woman movies. And you need to start making movies about women. This right here is something that is proven. This is, well, damn, it's 1992. Dude, that's 30 years ago. And it's still a fucking classic. I could watch this movie over and over and over again. But what is the one thing that never came out in this movie? Woke bullshit. Oh, she don't need no man. Because it's just a good movie. So let's I'm going to end it here. Let's let all of the directors and writers and feminist people in Hollywood know this is how you make a woman's movie. Well, it's like I said, it's not a woman's movie. It's a movie about women. And I mean, honestly, hey, if I get enough emails for it, then shit, I'll start shitting on those feminist movies, no problem. Dude, 355 and then the Ghostbusters and then Ocean's 8. Dude, Ocean's 8 was so bad, I only sat through 12 minutes. Literally. Like after 12 minutes, I was like, oh, okay. Like, dude, and that's the problem with these movies. It has nothing whatsoever to do with the fact that it's a woman movie. The movie fucking sucks, dude. The movie sucks. A League of Their Own doesn't suck. Ocean's 8 sucks. 355 sucked. Well, I don't know. I didn't watch that bullshit. It bombed at the box office. What Atomic Blonde sucked. Dude, all these woman movies that they're making suck ass. But why is this movie a classic? Because A League of Their Own is about women doing something amazing. That's why. So I'm going to say it again, and this is how I'm going to end it here. I'm going to say it one more time for these people in Hollywood because I know how thick-headed they are. If you want to make more woman movies that are going to bomb at the box office, go ahead, do it. And everybody's going to make fun of them. And what do the fucking articles always say? Oh, it's because they're misogynist. Dude, everybody loved Wonder Woman. The first one, at least. The second one was... See, but and then what did they say about Wonder Woman? Well, it's because it's about a comic book. Well, then why did the second one bomb? Exactly. Dude, this is the biggest problem, is that you have people that they're so thick-headed that they don't fucking care. They want to do whatever they want, and they don't care about money. They don't care about statistics. They don't care about actual, real shit that's in our society. Bro, go and look at how much money those woman movies have made and compare it to that movie about women. And then we can talk. So next, moving on. We talked about this yesterday, so now we're going to do it today. Johnny Depp, $300 million Disney deal revealed from Pop Topic. Let's go into this. Disney is desperate for Depp, according to an industry insider. The company is preparing a $301 million deal as a formal apology and request for the beloved actor to return as Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Caribbean? I think it's the same thing, right? Remember hearing about how Johnny Depp allegedly said he wouldn't do another Pirates film even for $300 million and 1,000,000 alpacas? Well, although it may have just been a joke, Disney are willing to put their money where Depp's mouth is and offer him even more. And I said it yesterday. Why? Because if Johnny Depp is in Pirates 6, that movie's going to make $1 billion. Easy. That movie will make $1 billion. No problem. May even make $2 billion. Shit. You have any idea how many people will go watch that movie multiple times because he's in it? Dude, multiple times. Like the way that Amber Heard would say, he hit me multiple times, over and over. Oh yeah, he hit you and you never went to the fucking hospital. According to a trusted source close to Disney, the Mouse House company is putting together a deal too good to turn down. Disney are very interested in patching up their relationship with Johnny Depp. They reached out to the actor prior to his defamation trial against Amber Heard and asked whether he would be interesting. What? They reached prior? What? They did? Okay. They reached out to the actor prior to his defamation trial against Amber Heard and asked whether he would be interested in returning to another Pirates film or two. I know corporate sent him a gift basket with a very heartfelt letter, but I'm unsure how it was received. But what I can tell you is that the studio has already penned up a draft for a film about Jack Sparrow, so they are very hopeful that Johnny will forgive them and return as his iconic character, the insider alleged. According to the source, Disney is reportedly willing to go above and beyond and offer $301 million, exceeding the amount Heard's lawyer claimed that Depp would refuse. During the defamation trial, Heard's attorney, Brett Hoft, asked, is Disney aware that Mr. Depp has testified under oath that he would not take another Pirates of the Caribbean franchise role for $300 million and a million alpacas? The whole courtroom laughed at the outlandish claims by the disgraced former small-town model's claims. What? Whatever. And even big shot Disney executives were listening in. Disney are prepping a deal for $300 million that will include really? Whoa, that's pretty good. A $300 million deal that will include a sizable donation to the charity of Depp's choice. Maybe he should do the LA, what is it, the LA Children's Hospital? That way he can pay for Amber Heard's fuck up because she pledged it, but she never actually donated it. The deal is reportedly for Johnny Depp to return as Jack Sparrow in Pirates 6 and a spin-off? Really? A spin-off Disney Plus series, The Early Life of what is it? About the early life of the captain of the Black Pearl. Really? So kind of like Obi-Wan? That could be good, dude. That could be really good. Now, they're going to have to pay him for that one, too. They're going to have to pay him a lot for that one. So, we're only at 32 minutes, and I'm already done. I do have these other 3 articles, but they really don't have anything to do with anything. But, I might as well go into them. We got 30 minutes. Actually, you know what? I did want to go into this other article about the woman movies. Should we do that? Instead of those other articles, let's go into this one that I found about the woman movies. Fuck it. Let's do it. Okay, watch. From Spiked. Why feminist films flop. No, misogyny is not to blame for the box office woes of the new Charlie's Angels film. Now, this is old. 22nd November 2019. The new film reboot of the Charlie's Angels franchise will be released in the UK next week. It is written, directed, and produced by Elizabeth Banks, who also stars in it as the wisecracking Bosley. Maybe she did the catering too. Whatever. Banks is a genuinely funny character, and the Pitch Perfect movies she produced are highly enjoyable. But I was not excited to see Charlie's Angels, and that seems to reflect the wider sentiment. The film bombed at the box office. It cost $48 million to make, but only brought in $8.6 million on its opening weekend. Whose fault is that, ladies? Is that men's fault? Well, the very first Charlie's Angels, the one with Cameron Diaz and Drew Barrymore and Lucy Liu, that one was huge. So whose fault is that, ladies? Is that men's fault? I loved it. I loved Cameron Diaz. When she came out in her underwear, damn. You know, do you think they did that in this movie? Probably, absolutely not. Probably not. And, well, sex. You know, there shouldn't be any sex in the movies. Like, that's objectifying women. Look, sex sells. Why are you crying? Well, sex sells. What, you think women are going to Aquaman to watch Amber Heard? Oh, it's okay when Jason Momoa does it, isn't it? It's okay then, isn't it? There are several competing theories as to why this has happened. Some cite the film's lack of star power. Yeah, who was in it? Who are these 3 chicks? Who is that? That's Kristen Stewart. I don't even know who that is. And I don't even know who that is. Who are these 3 women? Like, why would, and then Kristen Stewart has like a man haircut. What? And then you wonder why the fucking thing bombed. Really? And we could probably find an article about 355. Holy shit, is this going to turn into, a shitting on feminist movies thing? I think it might. Others point to a reboot fatigue among cinema goers. Some of the more feminist reviewers have aired their disappointment that while the film is a more feminist take on Charlie's Angels, it doesn't do enough to shake the jiggle television of the original show and two early 2000s films. Really? But the main factor here seems to be a lack of public interest in feminist remakes. Recent films like Charlie's Angels, Ocean's 8, and Ghostbusters all sold purely off the back of their female-led cast, and in some cases, female-led crew, failed to attract an audience. Yeah, because nobody wants to see that shit. Nobody cares. You want me to tell you the truth? When people see that a movie has turned into one of those feminist movies, you know what they say to themselves? They're like, I'm not going to go watch that shit because I know exactly what it's going to be like. In one of those movies, this is the way they go. You start the movie, and then like 5 or 7 minutes goes by, and then all of a sudden it'll just out of nowhere, it'll be something about men that's negative. Something. It doesn't matter what it is. It'll be something negative about men. And then you're watching the movie and you're like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Why are you talking about men? Why are you talking about cis men? Why are you talking about gender? Like, who the fuck cares? What does that have to do with anything? Like, which one was it? Birds of Prey? I think it was Birds of Prey with Margot Robbie. I remember when they were describing the villain, they literally called him, I believe it was a cis white male, or they called him a white male. Who the fuck cares? Why does that matter? Why does it matter? Why can't you just play the fucking movie? Make the fucking movie. Make a movie. Don't make a feminist infomercial. How about that? Jesus. Female-led crew. And some have inevitably claimed this is because we live in an inherently misogynistic society. Ugh, dude, I'm sorry, but I'm going to go back to it. What's the phrase? Tell me who you can't criticize, and I'll tell you who's in power. And you want me to tell you one of my favorite things about sitting here and shitting on Amber Heard and Evan Rachel Wood is the fact that I'm not supposed to be doing it. I'm not, like, in this society, it's frowned upon to shit on women. Now, Amber Heard shit on his bed, but that's not the kind of shit we're talking about. Okay? It's frowned upon to criticize women in our society today. So I'll say it again. Tell me who you can't criticize, and I'll tell you who's in power. Indeed, Banks had this excuse lined up before her film was even released. Oh my God. If this movie doesn't make money, it reinforces a stereotype in Hollywood that men don't go see women do action movies. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my God. Oh. So stupid. She said in an interview, she even had an answer for why oh my God, here it is. She even had an answer for why Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel, which both have, female-led characters, were major hits. Captain Marvel? Yeah, sure, I guess. Men will go see a comic book movie, dude, because that's a male genre. So even though those are movies about women, they put them in the context of feeding the larger comic book world. Yes, you're watching a Wonder Woman movie, but we're setting up 3 other characters and we're setting up Justice League. What kind of fucking bullshit excuse is that? What kind of excuse are you talking about? See, and this is the problem that we have with these movies, man. This is the biggest problem. They don't want to address reality. They want to make it seem as if it's just because men don't want to watch the movie. Bro, do you have any idea? And I said it a little while ago, and I'll go into it again. You have any idea what happens when a man sees that a woman movie, and when I say woman movie, I mean a feminist one. And no feminist, I'm not talking about you. When I say that feminism, I'm talking about anti-male. Men hating men. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the feminism y'all go for. When men see that it's one of those movies, they're like, oh, Jesus Christ. I already know what this movie's going to be about. I already know. And that's what I said about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Don't woke the movie. Please, Netflix. Please don't woke the movie. Like, don't put it somewhere where, the Texas Chainsaw guy is like killing people because of some political reason or some bullshit. Like, they made this movie, I forgot, it was about hunting conservatives or about hunting Republicans. Like, what kind of stupid shit is that? And then you wonder why the movie fucking sucked. You wonder, I think it was called The Hunt, right? Like when politics are put into movies, it's horrible. It never works. Ever, 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 ever. Don't do it. Don't do it. Whether or not men are as simple-minded as Banks suggests, her explanation doesn't account for why her film's target audience, young, empowered women, have also stayed away from the cinema. What? So, are you trying to tell me that women don't know what a good movie is? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Really? Because I could tell you how many women love A League of Their Own. How many women love that movie? Tell me in the comments. If you love A League of Their Own, tell me in the comments. Come on, man. And this is the exact same thing. They're insulting our intelligence. They're making it seem as if it's only because, as if it's only because, as if, oh, well, it's only because men don't go watch, or it's only because it was a comic book movie. No, dude, the movie fucking sucks. The movie fucking sucks. It's like music. It's exactly like music. Have you ever heard those female rappers and then they start rapping about their vagina and you're just like, okay, I don't want to hear it anymore. You've heard those songs, and I know Cardi B does that quite a bit, but I really don't listen to her. You know, I think my sister does. But it's like, dude, when you start rapping about like Amy Schumer, I remember I was watching one scene from her, and it was like 12 minutes long, a clip of her stand-up, and she talked about her vagina for like 12 minutes. I mean, I guess that's funny. That's hilarious when you know, I guess. You know, there was a lot of women laughing. Well, I guess there was people laughing. You know, because you couldn't see the crowd. You heard people laughing, but you know how those recorded stand-up things are. They can just use whatever. But still, let's say people were laughing at her, right? They were laughing at her jokes. Dude, it was like 12 minutes and she was doing nothing but talking about her vagina. I mean, even women don't like Amy Schumer because she does that so often. You know, I know that there's a lot of women that think that kind of comedy is funny. Hey, that's great for them. It's called preference. That's your preference. That's good for you. But this has nothing to do with preference. If you know what, fine. After this, actually, no, we still have a lot of this. After this article, we're going to go look how much money all those movies made. That's what we're going to do. The more mundane truth here is that the whole concept of this feminist Charlie's Angels reboot is fundamentally flawed. It wants to keep the silliness of the original TV show and be a modern high-tech spy thriller, and it wants to make feminist points along the way. Ugh. See, and that's what I'm talking about. Feminist points. We don't care. That's great. Like, it's amazing, but we didn't like it. Like in the Amber Heard thing, like when they kept on talking about Johnny Depp doing drugs. We don't care. That's not why we're here. We're not here to talk about Johnny Depp being a fucking drug addict, man. We're not here for that. We're here because we want to watch a movie. We want to be entertained. We want to shove our faces full of fucking popcorn and Sour Patch Kids. And I want to drink a cherry Coke that's like this big and not feel bad about it. That's why I'm at the movies. I'm not at the movies for you to tell me how horrible I am because I'm a man. That's all there is to it. You see? And that's what we're talking about with A League of Their Own. A League of Their Own never had anything having to do with feminism. Never had anything having to do with it. Why? Because A League of Their Own was about women doing something amazing. It wasn't a woman movie. Okay? The 2000s Charlie's Angels movies worked because the stars Diaz, Barrymore, and Lou made fun of themselves. Oh, do you think that these women today could do that? No way. And that is uncool. You have to be able to make fun of yourself. I've made fun of myself so many times on here. I'm not saying I'm cool or anything. No. Ugh. But what I'm saying is you have to be able to make fun of yourself. Comedy. You have to be able to make people laugh in a certain way. Feminists don't do that. Feminists don't even like comedy. They hate me because I'm making fun of them most of the time. They knew they were playing ludicrous characters and embraced this. The new Angels, by contrast, are humorless and woke. And this is 3 years ago, man. Adept to lecturing, sneering, and putting down unreconstructed men. What the fuck? And no one, male or female, wants to be condescended to during their afternoon out at the cinema. It's right there, man. It's right there. And no one, male or female, wants to be condescended to during their afternoon out at the cinema. Dude, that's so true, man. That's so fucking true. Why would you want to go to a movie? And then you're watching the movie, you got a fucking fistful of popcorn in your mouth, you got a nice cherry Coke right there, and it's sweating because there's so much ice in there. And now, damn, I'm getting thirsty now. Damn. And then you got a nice cherry Coke right there, and you got some Sour Patch Kids waiting for you right after the popcorn. Oh, man. Somebody call me for that one because I want to go to that theater. I was going to say cinema. That cinema. I want to go to that theater. Okay, and then right here. This points to an underlying problem with today's feminist identity politics. It tries to understand social relations almost solely through the prism of gender relations. And when this theatrical model oversteps its boundaries and starts to inform how culture is made, it creates untruthful, uninvolving, and banal art. Banal? Is that how you say it? Banal? B-A-N-A-L. B-anal. The feminist call for more female representation in cinema has created a genre of what could be called the female voice film. No, it's just a feminist film. The same could be said for films which are said to give voice to racial and sexual minorities. I don't know. To translate from, I don't even know what that is, racial and sexual minorities. Talking about black people? You're talking about black people? There's black movies all the time. Tyler Perry. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, whatever. To translate from the cultural studies jargon, there's your college degree, cultural studies. There's your college degree. Oh yeah, I graduated. What'd you graduate with? Cultural studies degree. Oh, okay. So you mean you're not going to be able to get a job? I'm kidding. Voice here refers to films in which a particular identity group is in front and center. They star in these films and usually take a larger share of the writing, directing, and production credits. These films are supposedly informed by the experiences of these identity groups in contrast to all other films. By default, are said to reflect a white male and heteronormative experience. I'm not even going to go into that because that's politics. In this schema, individuals are reduced to an identity, one based not on their totality, but on only a small part of who they are. This inevitably makes for shallow, two-dimensional films in which identity, rather than busting ghosts or carrying out heists, drives the plot and motivates the characters. Exactly. And that's because Ghostbusters, the woman one, was so bad, they literally made a brand new one that didn't even bother to bring them up. Even films like the all-female Ghostbusters reboot, in which the individual performances are human, engaging, and often hilarious, are in the end nullified by this reductionist framework. These films also tend to feature lots of clunking expositional dialogue, which expresses the filmmaker's agenda rather than the character's inner life. People instantly recognize this. You know what he said? Notice what this person said? People. He didn't say men. You insult the intelligence of women by pretending that it's only men that don't want to go see these feminist movies. You insult that because are you trying to say that women can't tell what a good movie is? Is that what you're fucking trying to tell me? That's total bullshit, man. That's total crap. People instantly. This is why people stay away from films that pander to voices, and why so many men and women do not enjoy self-consciously female films. They present diminished caricatures of women, men, and human relations, which people experience as untrue. Ideological point scoring makes for terrible cinema. And there it is. So now let's go and find out. Let's do some digging here. Okay, now we're going to do this one first. 355 box office money 27.8 million. I mean, I guess that's going to be good. Is 355 movie a flop? Grossing, okay, here it is right here. Grossing 4.8 million in its first week. The 355 is considered a flop as film production cost of 40 million. And there it is, 27.8 million. That's one flop. Okay, next, let's go to, what was that other one? Atomic Blonde. Box office money. 100 million. See, that's not that bad. Atomic Blonde grossed 51 million in the US, Canada, and 48 million other territories for a worldwide of 100 million total against a production budget of 30. See, well, there you go. That one made some money. I'm pretty sure Charlize Theron, or whatever her name is, that woman probably carried that fucking movie because I think that movie sucked. Okay, so that one made some money. Now let's go see, what was the other one? Ocean's 8. Box office. Money. 297 million. Damn. So for a horrible movie, it still made that much money. Ocean's 8 grossed 140.2 million in the United States and Canada, and US 157.5 million in other territories, for a total worldwide of 297.7 against a production budget of 70 million. There you go. There you go. Did it do well at the box office? Is Ocean's 8 a flop? The overly expensive 144 million remake was something of a flop critically, 59% of top critics on Rotten Tomatoes, and commercially earning just 229 million worldwide. So it cost 144 million and they only made 229. Is that what it said on the thing? Yeah. Well, that says 297, but we'll go with this. This is the Observer. Okay. So that's another one. What was that other one? Red Sparrow box office. 151.6. Okay. Is Red Sparrow a hit or a flop? Well, okay, we'll go with that one. Was Red Sparrow a flop? Her other recent flops. Oh shit. Jennifer Lawrence to make a Netflix movie after box office flops. Her other recent flops include 2018's Red Sparrow grossed 47 million domestically, 151 globally off of 70 million production budget. See, so I guess it's considered a flop. Is Red Sparrow a hit or a flop? The film grossed 151 million worldwide, becoming a modest box office success, and received mixed reviews, describing it as having more style than substance, and criticized the film's long running time over reliance on graphic violence and sex, while praising Jennifer Lawrence's performance. Okay, Atomic Blonde. See, and this is the thing. Here's the thing. Something like this one, Salt. Like this, Salt. The one with Angelina Jolie. This movie made, what does this say right here? 293.5 million. Okay, so let's go see where Salt box office. Let's see. There it is, 293.5. See, and look, it's not even a question here. Is Salt a flop? It doesn't even say that. It's not even a fucking question. It made almost $300 million. So let me ask you a question. Why did Salt succeed and why did the other ones not? Okay, Salt grossed 118 million in the United States and Canada, 175 in the other countries, a worldwide total of 293.5. Now let's go. What was the budget? Salt box office. Salt, let's see. Salt 2010 movie budget. 110 million. Look at that. It made over 180 million for that woman, for Angelina Jolie. So what's the problem, ladies? Toxic feminists, not ladies. What's the problem? Why did a movie like Salt? Oh, actually, we forgot the main one, A League of Their Own. A League of Their Own total revenue. 132.4 million. A League of Their Own was a critical and commercial success. Ooh, that one hurts. Grossing over 132.4 worldwide and receiving praise for Madonna's and O'Donnell's casting. Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell was really good in that, and she sucks as a person. I'm kidding. Opening weekend, 13 million. Let's see, international box office. Let's see, I'll need their own numbers. I want to see how much that movie cost to make. Domestic box office, opening weekend, domestic share, theater counts. It doesn't say. Oh, production budget, $40 million, dude. $40 million. What's the fucking problem? What's the problem? Why is it that all these other movies suck ass and they barely make any money, and then you have a movie like this and the other one, Salt, and those are those are movies about women. They're not woman movies or feminist movies. So what's the problem? Can someone tell me that? And tell me in the comments. And don't give me that bullshit of, oh, you're just a misogynist and you want to point these things out. No, man. We don't do that here. All we care about here is evidence, numbers, things we can see. That's what we care about. We don't care about any of that other bullshit. Okay? So, excuse me. So it's very simple. Why did those movies work and the other ones didn't? So I guess we're going to leave it there. Yeah, I'm kind of all over the place, but hey, well, that was pretty good. We ended up with that one. Now, I think that I do want to get into more movie stuff. I really do. I've loved movies. I've always loved movies my entire life. I remember my best friend, his dad, he had this game we would play in the car. And what you would do is you would yell out a movie quote, and whoever said the name of the movie first, it was their turn. And I remember we would play that game back and forth, and we would be there for like an hour while he was driving. A lot of times we were going to places, you know what I mean? And it was so much fun. And that's so much fun. I remember I used to do that at parties too, when I'd be around my friends back in the day, back when I had friends. And back when I was social, man, going to parties used to be so much fun, but then you get old and you're just like, I'm not going to go anywhere. I don't have energy for that. And I have so much work to do. And that's just what happens, man. You get old, you live your 20s, live through your 20s, live it up because you want to get to your 30s and you want to be like, hey, I'm good. I lived. I did everything I needed to do. I banged everyone I wanted to bang. Now I'm just going to worry about my kids and have fun. And you know what's crazy about that? It's sad, dude, when you see these old dudes at the club. And I remember thinking before I turned 30, I remember thinking I was going to be like that. I used to even say it. I used to be like, oh, yeah, fuck it. I'll be a 40-year-old bachelor. And then I would think about it and I'd be like, oh, I really have to do that. And then I turned 30 and I was like, nah, fuck this. I need kids. I need a wife. That didn't work out. But hey, I have 3 kids now and I love them. So we're going to leave it there. Should be about it, right? Yeah, I don't have anything else. I do have these other articles, but they're not about anything. That's why I didn't want to bring them out. So let me know if you want to do more movie stuff. I'd be totally down for that, and I think I'm just going to. I think I'm just going to do maybe more movie reviews. We can talk about older movies. We can talk about other kind of stuff like that. But don't come in the comments with this bullshit about, oh, you're only talking about woman movies because you hate women. No, dude, no. And that's why I brought out the amount of money that all those movies made. And some of those movies made a good amount of money, man. They made a good amount of money. They did. It's not like they all fucking flopped, but they were still considered flops. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to leave it there. Thank you for staying with me this long. Thank you for liking and subscribing. We will catch you next time.